Hey guys, Dave here. Welcome to Centurions Review, the punk rock band of wargame review institutions. This is the Infernax of spells, necromancy, and black magic. This is a generic role-playing supplement for all fantasy role-playing games from back in the golden era that's approved by David Arneson, the designer of Dungeons & Dragons. Let's see what this is about. This work contains 28 new spells, including 5 very powerful black magic spells and 2 spells of treachery. The names of the spells are listed in the content page by their names in magical language, blah blah blah. Also included are rules for magic users' strongholds, new monsters, wandering monster tables for levels 1 to 12, listings of new magical and clerical items, improved randomizing techniques, and complete write-ups on 2 new player characters. This book actually contains an incantation with the text written down to summon Lucifer, so I don't know, that kind of freaked me out. I've never seen something so like satanic of a role-playing supplement before. Alright, it looks like it's from 1978, and the manufacturer was Attack International Wargaming Associates. I'm going to go through this book in a little more detail than I normally would, because you're probably never going to see this on the used market. It's gotten to be really rare. Alright, so it's starting with first level spells. Shape Change, Summon Bats, Love Spell. And then there's a Cross Water, which allows you to walk across water. Stop Convenience. This enables the user to stop carts, wagons, and other items permanently unless dispel magic is used. Milk from Axe, that's self-explanatory. Destroy Drink. Permanently freezes all beverages within a 15-foot radius. Null Weapons, this destroys weapons. Those are all second level spells. Third level spells, Summon Giant Bat, Demon Fire, Courage, Head of Knowledge. Casting this spell over the shrunken head of an enemy allows the magic user to command the head to answer questions about what happens in the vicinity of the remains of the head's body. Interesting. This one's Flashing Sword. Looks like its sword appears and fights at the magic user's command, so it's like a sword with an ego, I guess. Or more like, I guess, well, it's done by your command, but... Alright, here's Curse, Black Magic, another Curse. Spectre Fighting. This is not without its dangers. And a lawful magic user can only call forth a lawful fighter. This one's Spectre Cleric, same as the spell above, except for magic users, except in this case, a holy item takes the place of a magical one. And here's one to summon a great vampire, and here's a 5th level spells, Regeneration. Allows magic user to regenerate just like a troll, or to grow part of its body which has been severed. That Bobbit guy could have used that spell. Alright, Circle of Protection. It's got quite a bit written fluff about the spells, too. Here's some 6th level spells. This is a black magic one. An army of skeletons will appear and give service to the magic user for 10 turns, after which they disappear, and then you roll to see how many skeletons arrived. This one's Unholy Strength of the Internally Damned, that's black magic. And this one, Purchase of the Demon Horde, black magic. And demons will arrive 1 to 4 hours after casting it. Lucifer Incanus Indicted. It should be regarded as a discipline rather than a spell. Alright, here's the real scary stuff. It is an actual incantation here to conjure the devil. I've never seen the actual incantation printed out in a book before. And here's an incantation that yields your soul to the devil. This is would be like having the Necronomicon in your house. Bad things can happen to you if you have this RPG supplement in your house. Alright, here's some spells of treachery. Here's one thing unusual about this book. You see it has a nice professional looking font most of the book so far, and now here it's got some like dot matrix. I don't know if what kind of crappy font this is, but it looks like 2 people wrote this and they had different typewriters or something, so that's kind of like weird. Dance of Death, 6th level. Cursed Weapon, 5th level. Here's some magical items. Ring of Solomon, Will transport the wearer once a month at noon to the firmament, where he may hear a secret of the universe. Ring of Trithion protects the wearer from poisons and changes color in the presence of enemies. Sorcerer's Grease, if placed on a victim's brow, there is no savings throw. Interesting. I don't know what this means. Blood of Lapwing, cold black suit. I guess those are the components. Okay. Rosary of the Damned. Merely touching the rosary causes damage. Saying the rosary causes 1 to 20 points damage to a chaotic and eternally damns him. Philosopher's Stone cures illnesses. Mandrake reveals knowledge of the future once each day. Mirror of Detection. Causes a thief to appear in the mirror. So you're describing stolen items. They spelled that wrong there too. The face of the thief will appear in the mirror. Oh, so you can use that to figure out who stole your items. Interesting. Here's the crappy font again. I guess the other guy or someone wrote this, or they used a different typewriter. Merrick Circles of Protection. Triangle must be made from the skin of a kid nailed by 4 nails. Oh my god. Most Holy Staff of Law. Protection from magic, protection from evil. Cure serious wound, dispel evil, bless light. That's pretty powerful. Staff. Wand of Treachery. All magical items within a 30-foot radius will change their alignment. Interesting. And here's some new monsters. We got bats, giant bats, wags. Goblins may ride wags. I wonder if they're similar to wargs or liangs, found only in dungeons and caverns. They're smaller cousins to dragons. And then we got triffids. These are carnivorous plants. Those are cool. I've never had a miniature of a carnivorous plant as far as I know. I'd like to get one. I don't know if any of the current companies do. Maybe I think Reaper Miniatures makes a few. Actually, I got to get a hold of those. Those are cool. And then hordas, which are intelligent and peaceful creatures. Blah blah blah. Looks like they're lawful. Shabrats. Hover ghosts, a swarm of fluorescent flies which are immune to weapons and fire. Talking pipes, creature of swamps and lakes. Interesting. And here's a monster level table, so you know at what level you would encounter these monsters, or what level they would be appropriate for fighting, rather. Interesting. Alright, number of monsters appearing, and then monster level. So you got the dungeon level up here divided by the monster level. Or the monster level on the other axis, actually. Magic user's stronghold. Looks like it describes a stronghold that different magic users have. This is cool, the accumulative probability table. So basically it says if you're tired of rolling for each member of the party to do something, you can do an accumulative table where you only roll once and you basically add values for the number of parties in your group. It's a really interesting idea. However, the problem is they forgot to print the probability table here, so this is like incomplete. Alright, here's Major Demons of Will, Lucifer, Wizzlevub, I can't even pronounce those, I'm not even going to try. Distress Principalities, can't pronounce those either, and here's the primaries. Then it's got stuff about non-lethal combat. That's always useful, such as punching and stuff. Good for barroom brawls, because if you're in a barroom brawl, you don't necessarily want to completely eliminate your enemy. You just want to punch them out or something. Alternate damage system for people who didn't like the regular damage system in the original D&D, I guess. I think with the alternate damage system, it's been so long since I've played original D&D, but I think when you went up in levels with original D&D, your damage didn't necessarily increase, and I think with this alternate damage system it does. I read this book about a week ago. I'm trying to remember. Here's a new class called the Traitor. It's a player character, or a character class. That's cool. And then got Outlaws and Brigands. and then Beastmaster, another player character. So, like I said, this is a really rare book. I'm glad my friend sold it. You're probably not going to come across this. That's why I went through it in a little bit more detail than I normally go through with a book like this. But I hope you liked watching the video, and have a good evening.